Hey sellers, welcome back to our continuing playthrough of Grossdeutschland scenario number 20, the nut that is Cherkasskoye from the Lone Canuck Publishing Grossdeutschland pack. Big 15 turn monster scenario. This is going to be the German turn 4. Um, so we're going to see how that goes. Before we do that, though, we'll do our typical housekeeping points, some stuff I've made mistakes on or I want to correct. So first things first, let's talk about some of the SSRs for the campaign, which in my initial recce I never really covered. I more or less just went over these ones here. But if you see here, the first one is the high tide occurs special rules also apply. So the high tide occurs special rules, which I've been using, I just haven't been referring to, are these ones here. So it's led to some mistakes um, on my part. First things first is off-board artillery, just to reiterate. So the way George has added this SSR is that you never lose access to your OBA. Normally, if you draw a second red chit, you've lost access to the OBA and for the scenario. However, that doesn't apply in this case. What you do is if you draw a red chit, including the first one, it goes into the pile again, and then you add a second red chit. So correspondingly, your number of red chits are going to increase as your black ones decrease, which makes it obviously harder to come up with consistent fire missions. If you look at the OBA for the Russians, right here, this first OBA, they've already had 6 red and 5 black. Now they started with 6 black because they had a pre-registered hex, which gives them an extra black. So they had 6 and 2. Now they're at 5 and 6, and it's only going to get worse as they try and gain more access. So this correspondingly could increase to the double digits while this stays at 5. So I don't know if that's necessarily the way the SSR is supposed to be run. I mean, at face value, that's what it says. So that's what I'm going to go with. But it seems to heavily penalize the OBA because it just makes it harder to use up those black jets. The other SSR is Scherzen, which upon reflection of this today, I've realized that I've been misapplying. So first of all, Scherzen typically in the normal rules only works against the heat rounds, the high explosive anti-tank, the shape charge that punches through armor really well. So they put these Scherzen plates on some vehicles to help prematurely detonate the round before it hit the hull. It's the hull proper. On the sides and on the turret sides and back. Now I've been misapplying this by applying the Scherzen rule all around because George's SSR says that for a 45 millimeter gun or less, you get a +1 armor factor increase as opposed to just heat rounds for whatever reason. Maybe to mitigate the number of guns that they have and higher rates of fire. I don't know, but that Scherzen has saved several of my vehicles. One that eventually is under shock, so there's a 50% chance of it being gone, but at least it has a chance of surviving. And there was another one here that's immobilized as well because it had Scherzen. Now, this one should not be immobilized. This should probably be dead because of the frontal shot that came through, and the Scherzen only applies on the sides of the hull. So, but I can't remember the die roll, what exactly it was. So I'm just going to assume I made an error. I'm just going to leave this one the way it is. It's going to be immobilized on the battlefield anyways. It's probably going to get destroyed once he continues to fire at it from his 45 long. But if he chooses to waste fire on it, so I'll just leave it the way it is and call it a lesson learned. So that's that. The Stuka rules. I'm still not sure if dust applies for the actual ordnance to hit roll. I think it does, but reading the desert rules, it seems to indicate it does. But again, maybe I'm not grasping it. So if somebody sees this and they can clarify that rule for me, I'd really appreciate it. I took it as it does apply. In this case, I rolled a 3 or a 6, which meant there was +3 for dust, which ended up meaning that the to hit roll was a final result of 10. Now, I had also mistakenly applied the point blank modifier, -2, when in fact it should not have applied at all to aerial attacks, according to the subnote. So the Stuka attack should have missed. So what that means is this broken squad is going to go. All right, and then I'm going to generate 2 more squads, and I'm going to split them up. These are the ones that were attacked by that Stuka bomb when they should not have been, so I'm just going to put them there. So that'll equal that thing there. The last one I want to talk about is the dust. So again, the dust from the bombardment pre-game covered only this map board and affected all rolls. That's now going to be gone. So it only lasts 3 turns according to the scenario special rule. And it ceases at the beginning of turn 4. So I no longer have to worry about that, which also means I'm going to have to worry about more of these long-range shots making their way and hit my forces. So yeah, I think that's enough for the housekeeping points. Let's get into this. The German turn 4 without any dust rules. I do have access to OBA for both my guns, so I'm probably going to drop more smoke on this location. I want to mask off this area from any shots, and then I want to focus all my fire on these positions here. Now, most of these guys are already broken or the guns are gone, so I want to keep that up. Let's get rid of those pins. Suppress them as much as possible so that I can push through this side. Now we still have to negotiate these minefields. Most of my vehicles are immobilized or bogged down. Some of them are, some of them aren't. So it's going to be interesting trying to get out of here. And of course, most of my frontline troops are broken as well, which is not helping my cause at all. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into turn 4 of the nut that is Cherkasskoye. All right, so we need to roll a 3 or less on the white die. And we do not get it this turn. So again, the SSR is for a 3 or less on the white die, you get support for turns 1 through 5. 6 through 15, this white die has to be a 2. Wind change first. So there's no wind, no gust. Rallies. Let's do the Germans first in no particular order. We'll start with the self-rally. Well, let's try you up here. No, we'll try you. Better chance here. All right, 7, so you're good. So you're back. What else do we got? A leader. So you needed a 3, so you are not in open ground. So I could take off the DM and not worry about the routing. Although, what is that, a gun? No, you're in range of that, so you have to keep your DM on. Where else? Broken leader here with a 9-2 leader. So this is a 10, and -4 is a 6 or less. Would be really nice if you came around. What about you? Nope. Because of the DM, you're both not rallied. All right, this comes off because you're not in open ground, so you don't have to worry about those guys. This motion vehicle, I have to remember to stop it in the movement phase. Here we have a broken squad with an 8-1, so that's a 9 -4 is a 5 or less. We have a broken gun on the Panther. Nope. And last thing for the Germans is a shock unit, so 1 to 3, they come back. They come back. Whew. Alrighty, so they're back. That's good. Now we'll do the Russians. A lot of broken guns to be repaired on the Russian side. Start off with this heavy. That is gone for good. We have a broken crew under DM, so he needs a 3 or less. Nope. Here we have a 3 or less. Nope. Fixed gun. Well, you're gone too. Wow. Okay. What about here? Broken crew, not under DM, so you need an 8 or less. And you are back with your 45, which probably sucks. I must deal with that. Here we have a squad with a leader, or crew with a leader. So it'll be 9, 10 for the woods, 4 or less. Nope. Broken gun. Nope. Another broken mortar. Yep. And that is it for the Russian half of the rally phase. German's already done, so let's go into prep fire phase. So first things first, we have OBA. So let's do OBA 1. So you need radio contact. Your tank field phone is good. Anything but a 12 basically is what you need. So you're going to change drop smoke. So you're going to adjust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and drop smoke onto here. So let's bring in an AR. 6 hexes away. Now with all these vehicles, it's not going to be accurate, so I'm just going to roll direction. Maximum it can be deviate is 2 hexes. So it's going to go 3 for 1. 3 for 1 bloosh. Flip that to an FFE1, get rid of that, and we're going to drop some smoke. And that switches to an FFE2. Alright, so now I've obscured this from all this, so my vehicles have a better chance of surviving. I have you. I'm thinking of dropping an FFE right there for smoke as well. For 2 reasons. One is, again, I've got all these guns doing flying shots on my tanks, which I don't like. And secondly, I have a really good chance of obscuring their corresponding FFEs from these guys, assuming they have actually they don't have access. They lost it in the Russian turn. Yeah, so I think I'll convert in place. I can move 1 hex to here, convert in place. The most I would deviate would be 1 hex. 2 hexes. Sploosh. Yeah, let's move you. I'm gonna move you to here. So that's 2x range. Now, my spotter here is looking through 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles, so it cannot be accurate. So again, I'm just gonna deviate. I'm just gonna roll 1 die for the direction because it can only go 1 hex and 4. So lands here. That's gone. This is an FFE1, and I pop smoke. That comes up top, and we have an FFE2. Okay, that was a good fire mission. So now I've got lots of screening for my assault into the Russian positions, of which a lot of broken units. I do have some squads to worry about. Oh, this should be gone. Oh, this should be gone too. Let's put prep fires down on the OBA radio observers just so that we don't get confused. Other smoke do I want to fire? I think I want to drop smoke from you. So I'm going to adjust onto you. Now, that would be +1 for the terrain. I guess it would want to be +2 because the terrain would be gone for the smoke caused by the blaze. +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hexes away, so I should be able to get the +2 for smoke. 12 hexes away, 7 +2 for smoke is a 9. My smoke exponent is an 8, but because they're Grossdeutschland, they have an elite unit, they have +1 to the ammo depletion, so it's a 9 or less for smoke. So I'm going to drop smoke on you with a +2 to hit. Cancels out the +2 for smoke, so a 7 or less, and it'll be on target. Shit. I still have smoke, but I miss. So I can fire again because I have ready to fire. So let's try again. I still have rate of fire, but I miss because you don't acquire with firing smoke. There we go. So I have smoke. I still have smoke on my mortar, and I've dropped a smoke pot onto here. So let's get rid of this. We don't need that. I was just using that for line of sight calculations. And we'll put down a smoke. All right, now you still have rates, so you could fire another one onto you. What am I doing here? So if I fire smoke onto you, I could then move instead of shooting. Or I could spend a turn shooting, in which case I don't want smoke. All right, I think I'm going to fire HE from you. So you're broken. Now, do I want to fire smoke from you? You don't have smoke. Okay, never mind. Smoke of 9 as well. Now, I could use the acquisition to fire smoke onto you. That would be a waste because you're only a 228. This bunker is a pain in the ass. Now, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 would bring it down to a 3 or less to hit. Plus 2 for smoke would be 5. 5 or less to hit with smoke. Yeah, we'll do that. 12x range again. We hit no terrain. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 line of sight hindrance. So as I said, it's going to be 5 or less with the smoke exponent. Smoke depletion number is a 9 because again they're elite unit. So I need a 5 or less to hit. Smoke. I have rate and a miss. So let me try again. Okay, that's gonna hit, and I'm out of ammunition. So you've prep fired, and we have a smoke pot here. So get rid of that. You are gonna do the same. I think to you. Yeah. All right. Let's bring on an acquisition to help with line of sight calculation. So you have +2 for this blaze, 3 for this vehicle. So you have a +3 to your line of sight. Range is 12 again. So +2 for smoke to the basic to hit number brings it up to a 9. -2 for this smoke is a 7. -1 for that vehicle is a 6 or less to drop smoke. Again, I need a 9 or less to get to have it. So that is a target round, and I do have rate of fire. So get rid of you. All right, so that's a good smoke barrage. I think I'm done for smoke. And oh Jesus, I deleted my vehicle. Yep. All right, so we have smoke. here. Now we still have a shot, so I could fire at something. You have smoke for there. You had rate. Did you have rate? That was the other guy. He's out. Yeah, you had rate. So you switch fire to +1, 2, 3. Let's put it on you. Drop smoke onto you. Should be able to. Crap. Gonna hit the tree. All right. So do I break the gun? No. All right. So you're prep fired, and that's it for smoke. So now I'm gonna do HE. Although I could fire smoke with you. Do you have smoke? You have smoke of 10. Yeah, let's try it. So you're paying 1 for the brush. This vehicle would be a +2. 18 hex range, so there's no smoke bonus. So your base number of 7, or sorry, of 8 is reduced to 7. 2, line of sight hindrance. You need 5 or less to drop smoke onto there. And you get smoke, and you get rate, and you hit a Russian sniper. Okay. Well, I'm getting the smoke down, so that's good, but I didn't want to hit the sniper. All right, Russian sniper. Nope. All right, you're going to fire another smoke round onto here. Since you still have rate. Now that shot. You're only hitting +1. Because I think you missed that brush. Yeah, you do. So you only get a +1 to hit this time, so you're going to need a 6 or less to hit drop smoke. And no smoke. No shot, and you're done. All right, so that's going to be it for smoke. Let's look at other prep fire. So you still have rate of fire, so you're going to fire an HE round onto you. Alrighty, so you have a +1 for this vehicle and a +1 for this vehicle. So total +2 there. That was a 13 hex range, 1 round HE. 13 hex range is a base 6, -1 is a 5. 5 or less to hit with an HE round. And you're out of fire now. But you've acquired, so that's good. Here we have an infantry gun. You're going to fire straight ahead. Or at you. No, you're going to fire at you. Oh, you are zeroed in on the bunker. You only have heat, AP. That would be straight up +1 for this vehicle. +3 for that would be a +4. From 7 would be a 3 or less to hit. Acquired ones would be a 4 or less to hit. No, you're going to switch fire onto you, which will be +1 for this vehicle. +2 for the trench is +3, and you should be from 7. Yeah. So a 4 or less to hit. 4 or less to hit with a gun. Miss, but rate of fire, so now it would be a 5 or less to hit. No hit, but you've acquired twice. All right, so you're down. Half tracks are going to move. You're in motion, so everybody can daisy chain up. So if I come forward for you to here, you would come up to there. You would go up to here, and then up to there, risking bog checks. And these half tracks would come up and cover you and offer you protection. So you're not going to fire. You are immobilized, so you have to fire before you get your ass blown off. So you're at -1, buttoned up is minus or +1 cancel, +2 for the trench, so you would be looking at a 6 or less to hit with your main gun. Let's fire your 8 firepower +2 onto this trench. That's enough to DM them. And we'll fire the main gun on you. So that's going to be +1 for buttoned up, +2 for the trench is +3. From 8 is a 5 or less to hit. No hit, but you're acquired. And you're fired. I could probably make the argument of switching fire, but now that I have smoke, or my covered arc, but now that I have smoke, I don't really have to worry about that coming in from the sides. All right, so that's you. You are going to move. Where are you going to move to? So you're fine, but you have a broken BMG. You have to move. So you're going to move into the minefield. Again, I don't know this minefield's here, but that's where you're going. You're going to come forward and hopefully don't get bogged down on the wire. You guys are good. You do have a recognized minefield in front of you. So the vehicle, why are you bogged down? You're not in wire. You're going to come forward. Now, if I fire you, 1, 2, 3, I will be firing on the 8 table +2 because I have a -1 leader against you. So let's do that. 8 +2. No, damn it, damn it, damn it. The vehicle is going to move forward and into the minefield, make a trail break. All right, I do have you guys on the wire. 20 firepower with a -1 leader on you. So we'll do 20 +1 for the vehicle, 3 for the trench, -1 for the hero. Brings it down to a +2 on the 20 table. 11. No rate of fire. 11 on the 20 is a NMC. So morale check for you. Heat of battle. Uh-oh. So you're fanatic and you have a hero because you're Russian. What else do you have? +2 for being Russian, -1 for elite is a +1. On the 4 is a 5. So you're fanatic with a hero. That's not what I want to see. So, all right, you're fanatic. And we have a Russian hero. And you need a morale check. And you are DM'd. Well, that could have been a lot better. All right, prep fire the troops. The vehicle, as I said, will be moving. Um, all right, your targets are obscured with smoke, so you're just going to move. You guys could fire. We have smoke on the infantry gun. That affects your fire for the most part. What would that be? +1, +2, +5. Button up is +6 would be a Hail Mary shot, even though you're acquired. Same with you. You'd be a +1, +4. Button up is +5. Acquired once is +4. -1 leader is +3. And I forgot that acquire, so +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're probably looking at a 5 or less to hit. But I think I'm going to move. So let's get rid of you. You're going to move. So let's get rid of you. You're going to move. You're going to move. Everything else is going to move. All right, so that's enough for the prep fire phase. Let's get into the German movement phase. Probably take the longest amount of time. All right, so we have troops in wire and we have vehicles, some of which are bogs. So first of all, you start up for 1, 2 to exit. I don't think you need to do a bog check to leave wire. No, so not for leaving. So start for 1, you drive forward for 2, and stop. All right, so you're gone because you don't have gyros. So you can fire 4 firepower using the armor leader. Would be 4 firepower +2 -1. So +1 on the 4 table. Fire your machine guns. Nope. Fire. So let's mark you with one of these. Coax and BMG have been fired. And we'll leave the main gun for the advancing fire phase. That way I can get acquisition on you guys. Now, do I want to fire you? What would a 37 long? You still have APC. No, you don't have APCR. You only have AP. A 37 long, 2 hexes away, is a +1 to the kill, brings it up to a 10. I think you have to. So you're going to pivot. No, your crew's broken. What am I talking about? Never mind. Nothing can fire on them that can affect them. I could fire ATR around and try and immobilize. That would be base 10 motion vehicle would be a +2. Would bring it down to an 8 or less. +5 would be a 3 or less to immobilize. Or I can wait till the defensive fire phase, and then I would only pay the +5, which I think I will do. All right, so you've moved. You're in motion on wire. So you're going to come forward onto this wire, do a bog check, and you are not bogged. Isn't that great? And then you're going to continue on to the minefield. Oh, and the wire is gone because I rolled a 1. So this wire is gone. You are going to continue on to the minefield. Suffer attack, which does not affect you. and you will stop there. Now I need to cover up both these units with tanks so that they all right, so you stopped. You are going to enter, you're not bogged, so you can enter this minefield. I think you lose it because you're out of line of sight now. So you enter this minefield, take an attack, no result, and stop. So now I have you. Start up. Do not stall. You're going to go for 2, do a bog check. You're not bogged. And I think you're going to stop there as well. All right, so I need partial breaks for these. So for you. And for you. All right, partial trail breaks are in place. You are on the wire. You did not destroy the wire. I could send you forward, but you would be adjacent to a crew. And then you could exit the wire and move under here. Do I want to do that? Do I want to move close to you? I think I do. So you're going to move here. You lost your acquisition. Minefield attack. Wouldn't that be funny if the AP mine destroyed the tank? So I need a trail break for you. All right, this is taking a lot of planning to do. So I know there's no minefield there. So you guys will move, assault move under the vehicle. Which I don't know if they get protection from that. So it does provide it, if I'm reading D9.3 correctly. So assault moving under the vehicle, which means you're no modifier, so I may as well hold fire until all movement is done. Why expose myself to that? All right, you have to move. So we have wire here. So start for 1. Enter the wire for 2. Bog check. You're going to be bogged. Oops. I was getting excited. All right, you have no cover, which means you're going to be having to route. What am I doing? I have to get under the wire first. 4 move. You have a leader. Under the wire, 5 to go there. Okay, so you had enough. You are on top of the wire. 2 to go under. And then I guess you could assault move. Would that be considered assault move? It would be a total of 3 move, assault moving into the open. Now, do I want to fire on you? 4. Five with the ATR, 6 if I fire this crew. You'll be firing at a +2, -1. No, it's assault move, so you'd be firing at, either way you're firing at a flat rate, so you may as well hold your fire until at the end. Because it's not open ground, so that would be, yeah, you may as well do that. All right, so you've moved. You guys fired. I have you And we have a minefield. All right, so you're gonna move adjacent, which is probably stupid, into the minefield under the Panther. You are going to do a point blank shot of 12 firepower with a +5. 12 plus 5. I could also fire 20 firepower with a +5. I think I will do that. So you're going to fire group. And you're going to pay 4 for the smoke, +1 for the vehicle, so +5 on the 20 table. This could hurt. An 11 on the 20, and it's a 10 for the flamethrower guy. Oh wait, no wait, there's only one squad there. So 7 plus 5 is 12 on the 20, my bad. Pinning task check. All right, so 8-1 is good. So a 9 for the squad, you're good as well. So you survived all that fire. You moved 1 hex, so you cannot take more than 1 shot. That's a first fire attempt. You did not, you prep fired, so you're going to move. Start up. You don't stall. Into the minefield. IFT attack. I guess you'll stop there. All right, so we need more partial trail breaks. Now all your attacks were on the infantry, so this is probably going to hurt. What is obscured? +1, 2, 3, so that's +9. So this is gone. This is gone. That is okay because you're only firing through from that smoke. +4. Right. So you're still there. I got to bring another vehicle and plop it on top of you. Okay, so how do I do that? We have troops here. They're broken. They have to be covered, otherwise they're going to have to move. Which is going to be your jobs to cover those troops. Armor. I need you to move up and mark. Plop your ass on top of I-7. So how are you going to do that? You start up for 1. Start up for 1. Back up for 5. Turn 6, 7, 8, and you're providing a side shot, which I think I will do. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, turn 14, 15, 16 to stop, so you have excessive speed breakdown to make it there. What about you? You're already orientated that way. You have 16 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn 7, 8, 9, turn 10, 11, 12. So you're going to do that. Come through here. Now, are you going to get shot? You're change cover to arc. You're too far away. And you're firing out of smoke already. I could fire a mortar shot. Or I could fire an AT shot since I've already got this tank here. Um, I think the tank is a bigger threat, so you're going to fire on the tank. Nobody's going to fire on you, so you'll have enough move to make it to here. What do we say? Were we here? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn 7, 8, 9, turn 10, 11, 12 to stop. You would have to spend 5 to unload. So if I excessive speed for 1 point, I'll have enough to stop and unload. All right, so you're good. And you can join the party. Okay, so you're covered. You're going to be covered by one of these, and you're going to be covered by one of those as well. So let's move you. Start up for 1, turn for 2. You're going to do 4 in, plus 4 into there. It would be 6 with the bog check. Plus 1 for not fully tracked. Plus 2 for wire. Brings it up to a 9. Normal ground pressure, so you should be good. Not bogged, and oh wait, you're not fully tracked, so you don't destroy it, and you're going to park yourself there. What are you going to do? Start up for 1, turn for 2. You're going to go into here not knowing there's a minefield. Although I probably should have. No, that would be stupid. I think I would have. No, I already said it. All right, so you're revealed. 3 or less for a minefield attack. No minefield attack. And you're going to go into the wire. So that was 1. That was 2. This would be 7 plus startup, or including startup. So 7 right there in a bog check. Now you would be bogged. All right, we have a partial trail break. So start up for 1, 2, 4 for there, pivot for 5, 9 to get on that wire, and you're bogged as well. Start up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to stop, provide cover for those guys. You are going to go start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pivot for 6, stop, and you're going to unload. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Stop and unload. Now, how much move do you guys have expended? You've only got 4 move. You've used up 1 for each multiple of 4. We said it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for stop. All right, you were there. I went back too far. You went here, dismounted. So we start up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop for 6 would be 2 movement points, 3 movement points, so you would not have enough to enter there, but you could dismount. I was basically trying to move them up into the brush. All right, so you are dismounted. You start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Wire. No wire. Wire. No wire. 11 with the bog check. You're not bogged. And stop for 12. You cannot unload because you don't have enough move unless you excessive speed. Don't want to do that. Yep. All right, you're going to advance back to here and help pick up this flamethrower. All right, you guys. No minefield in front of you, so start for 1, 2, 3, 4. Dismount. You're going to come to here and help rally those guys, so you got to move. Now, where do I want to move you to? Start up for 1. You don't stall. 2, 3. 4, 5. Bog check. Bogged. I cannot make it through the fucking wire, man. What the hell? You are going to go start up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you're going to start up for 1. You're going to back up for 4, for 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going to start up for 1. You're going to get shot by this guy. Who are you getting shot by? You. You're getting shot by that gun. That is a straight up shot -1. Motion vehicle brings it down to a +1. +1, 19 hexes away. 19 hexes away is a 7, wrong, a 6 because you're Russian, -1 for being an infantry gun is a 5. And you are +1 for motion vehicle. So you need a 4 less to hit. That is not a hit, and it is not rate. So you're done. We said start up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess you can stay mounted. Why would you dismount? To shoot? Yeah, you'll dismount. Next up we have you. You're going to park on top of there. So you have to get motion. Move. All right, so you're already in motion. So you're going to go forward for 1. Do a minefield attack. Move it through the minefield so you get a trail break. Start up 1, 2, 3. You're going to try the wire. You're Bogged. It's like I cannot help but roll 9s for bogging. Alright, so I have a trail break, so now you can move. You would have followed him to here. To there. And then you would have lost him. No, it would be blocked. There. That's where you can fire to. That's when you lost track of them as I move behind the trees. Alright, so you... I think that's it, going to go through there. Well, let's go you for start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stop for 10, and unload. Alright, you're all the way through now. You're immobilized. I did not fire you. Why didn't I fire you? Oh, that's gone. The dust is gone, so let's get rid of that. And then finally we have you guys to move. So you're immobilized, you can't do shite. You fired, so up to you guys. Tigers, eh? I cannot prevent us or present a side shot to the 45s. Now they don't have APCR base 10. You have an 8 on the side, so you're basically looking at snake eyes to get a kill. Well, it would be immobilize or shock. So you are pretty well protected. I could just drive into the smoke. What is your objective? I think you're going to come forward and you're going to start suppressing this area here. So you are going to go 1, startup. You don't stall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn for 9. 10, 11. Turn for 12. Stay in motion. Same with you. You're going to go start up for 1. Almost a stall. Turn for 2, 3, turn for 4. Now, do I want to take a side shot with you? You are outside the covered arc, so I'd have to turn. You are not outside the covered arc. So you could take a side shot, but you have a 9, an 8, so you would need to get a critical to have a chance. Let's try it. So you said you were going to pivot. Well, we're going to fire you at you. That will be +1 for the brush. Motion vehicle is +2, +3. Range is 15. So you are a base 7. +1 is an 8. -2 is a 6. Large target is a 7. Brush is a 6. So a 6 or less to hit, and you need a critical. Got right though. Start for 1, turn for 2, 3. Let's try another shot. This time it's going to be +1, +2. +4 for motion vehicle. Large target size is a +3. Acquired once is a +2. From a base 6, so 4 less to hit. And you need a critical, so you're out of shots. And now you can 1, start up 2, turn 3, turn 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're within range. 12, 11, and stop there. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you're in motion. I could stop in the smoke or I can be in motion. Let's go in motion. All right, you are in motion. And you would be there before you lose track of him in the covered arc. You're going to continue to fire. I think that's a smart move. So you start up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stop there. All right, you can't see because of the smoke, so let's put you on to him. Now, you don't have APCR, but you can fire AP. +1 for this brush, 2 for this brush. 3, 4 for being in motion. If a way for you to stop, it would be only +2. And you've seen him for more than enough hexes not to worry about that. So let's fire a +2 after he stopped on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should be a base 7, base 8. +2 is down to a 6 or less to hit. No hits, but you are acquired. All right, you guys. I think you're going to pull back and go up this way here. That would make sense. Why risk yourself? So start up for 1. Turn for 2. Is anything going to fire on him? I don't think so. Turn for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Stop for 14. You start for 1. Turn for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and stop for 16. Now that's probably very stupid, but I'm banking on the smoke protecting me for a while. If he lands there, it's going to be rough. And finally, you start for 1, turn for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And stop there for 15. All right, yeah, that's it for move. That took a long time, and now we go into defensive fire phase. So let's start off with OBA. Do you have contact? Yes, you do. Do you have access? OBA 1 is black access, so you do have access. What can you see? You could drop it on here. Where's your OB prereg? So you have one here. You have one here. This would be obscured by smoke. So I think your best spot is a spotting around onto this guy right here. Or the tank, onto the tank. That's where you land it. Spotting around. So you have access. And we'll bring in an AR. Put them on you. See where it lands. It cannot be accurate. Or can it? No, because yeah, it could be accurate. No, it cannot, because the +1 brush and the ±1 for, or the 1 accuracy and the +1 for the brush would mean this cannot be accurate, so it's going to deviate. 5 for deuce. 1, 2. All right, that's going to be interesting because you're going to adjust and drop an FFE on the Russian turn. That's going to really suck. What about you? Do you have access or contact? Yes, access. Yes. Right down the hex, you're obscured. Do you want to drop it over here somewhere? Right between the smoke. All right, let's bring an AR. Drop it on. Now you can't see outside the bunker because of the covered arc. You can't see through the smoke, so you actually have to leave the bunker. Unless I try and blow up the guns here. It is a 76, which is not a strong chance of destroying a tiger. I could just land an FFE on here because I do have that as a pre-registered. So what's a 76 looking like against a vehicle? Uh, 76 on the 12 table. I would need Snake Eyes to get a kill. The Tiger is immune because it would be a +1 is a K3. Well, no, a Snake Eyes would give him a chance of shock. The Mark IV could get killed. Could get killed on a Snake Eyes. Yeah, let's drop an FFE1 here. Right on the pre-registered hex. So this is a 4 accuracy minus 1 for this brush. So it's a 3 or less to be accurate. It is accurate. So it is an FFE dropped down there. So I need to do a 76 attack on you. Okay, no effect. And a 76 attack on you. No effect. I don't think I can burn this. Let's check. I need to basically need snake eyes anyways to get a K. No. And you're now an FFE2. Okay, so that was interesting. So there's 4 FFEs on the board, 2 German and 2 Russian. Very good. All right, let's get into some other shooting. So what do we have here? We have 5 firepower coming out of +4, 5 for a vehicle. -1 for leader would be +4. +4, eh? 4 on the 4. Let's try it. I could fire on the 5-6 table with the ATR and the crew. So you're going to fire group with a +4, 5 for the vehicle on the 6. +5 on the 6. I need a 3 to get a pinning. Or I could fire a +4 on the 4, and a 3 would be a pinning. So it'd be the same. So let's go 6 +5. No. Here we have a Fanatic with an ATR 149 and 149 hero. So if you fire the ATR with the hero, that would be 6 firepower. And you're going to fire on to these guys here. 6 firepower, -1 +1 cancel, so 6 firepower straight up. 9 on the 6 is nothing. We have 5 firepower. Now I could try for mobilization, but I don't think I will. That'd be a waste. If I fire group the 228, that would be 6 firepower onto you. No, you'd be firing +3 for the smoke, so that'd be on you. Fire on you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be +1, +2 on the 6 table. Yeah, we'll fire +2 on the 6 table out. Nothing else will get him a DM, so that cowers. So that's going to be an 8 on the 4, which would be nothing, but you do DM the broken engineers, which haven't done shit this whole game. All right, so that's you. That's you. You fired. I don't think you had rate. I can't remember if you had rate. I don't think you had rate. You could intensify 6 firepower +5 for a Hail Mary. Yeah. All right, you cannot fire out of the smoke because you can't see shit. You cannot fire out of the smoke because you cannot see either. Nor can the troops. Can't see you. Who can you see? Nobody over here. You could drop a mortar on a tank, which would be not very effective. I mean, it's a chance, right? Let's try and drop a round on you from you. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hexes away. So it's going to be a base 7. Base 7 to hit. +1 for this, so 6 or less to hit. Broke your gun. I tell you, Russians, I'm having a good turn 4. Broken gun, too far, no targets, no targets. You fired, you're out. No target. You could fire an AP round at you, which you're going to do. Oh, you're a +1 for the FFE. +1. +1 for the FFE. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hexes away. You're looking at a base 8. +1 for the FFE is a 7 or less to hit, which we were going to try. 7 or less to hit. That is a hit and rate of fire, and it is a turret hit. Turrets are 6, so it doesn't matter, both the same. And a 45 is a base 10, so you need a 4 or less to kill. That's not a kill. Now you're acquired. So second shot. That is a miss. No, that should be a hit. Base 8, acquired once, cancel out the FFE. Yep, so that hits. Last shot. And a 4 or less to kill. That was a hull hit, actually. So yeah. All right, so you've ranged in. You're going to be under some trouble there, buddy. You're not going to fire out of the smoke. It would be a waste. Risk your gun. You are going to fire onto I want to drop around on this open-topped vehicle, but I should probably fire on you. You would be easier, I think. Let's do that. All right, so we need an acquisition on you and you. Looks like you'd missed the trees. +1 for this brush. No other vehicle, so +1. Range is 24 away. So we're looking at a base 4, base 3 for being a infantry gun. And the +1 brush is basically a snake eyes. To hit roll is a miss. Now you've acquired. Now you need a 3. You broke your gun. God damn. Nice to have it while you lasted, I guess. All right, so you're going to fire at... You've already final fired, so you can't. You are going to fire at the tank you've already got ranged in, just to destroy it. Everything else covered in smoke. I mean, you could fire at this guy, but I don't think you can see him because of the tree. So let's continue to fire on you. So it's immobilized. You've acquired twice. And the range is 18. 18 is a base 7. +1 is an 8. -1 is a 7. Acquired twice is a 9. 9 or less to hit. Hits, and that is a turret hit. So you basically need a 4 or less. Second shot is a hit, and that is a turret hit. Nothing. Hit. 1 greater than HE, so that should be a possible shock. So a morale check. They are elite, so their morale should be a 9, right? No, so it's a base 7, and then it is up 1 to an 8, so they're failed. So they are possibly shocked. Well, they are shocked. Let's keep firing. That's a crit. So this is going to kill. That is a hull hit. The kill number is a 5. So a 10 is 20 minus 6 is 14. I rolled a 5, so that is a flaming wreck. So bye-bye you. Bye-bye you. And we are aflame. All right, that was some good shooting for the Russians at the very end. Nothing else seemed to apply. Let's move into advancing fire phase. Now, we have a main gun here. You're going to fire onto you to acquire. Okay, you didn't break your gun. That's good. And then we're going to fire 6, 7, 11. 11 firepower halved would be 5. So on the 4 table, plus 1 for this vehicle, plus 3 for the trench on the 4 table. Nothing. All right, we have you. So let's fire 4 firepower machine guns, plus 2. 6 on the 4. It's got to be a decent result. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. So the hero is good and the fanatic squad is broken. Well, that's handy dandy. And the crew is good. All right, main armament's going to fire on here. Just to get acquisition. You're going to fire your coax on the 4 table. Half would be on the 2 table. Plus 2. I don't think that cowers. So it would be a 6 on the 2 is a pinning task check. So possible sniper. Nope. And the main gun just to get acquisition. Right, we have a Panther. Let's fire the troops first. So that's going to be on the 4 table. Plus 6. Minus 1. Plus 5 on the 4 table. I can get a pinning. If I get snake eyes, I can get a pinning, which I need if I want to move into the bunker. No. All right, so we have 6 firepower from the Panther. Would that be doubled? Or halved? So 6 halved is 3, doubled is 6. Plus 6. Nothing. And main gun. You'll fire on that down there, sure, why not? So you are acquired. Why is it not showing? Are you showing? Yep, okay. Oh, that's why, because it's only 2x away. Derp. All right, I'll edit that out. So here we have you guys. You've prepped. We could fire 2 firepower plus 5 would be not worthwhile. You're not going to fire 2 firepower. Other tanks that have fired, I should be marking these with preps. You, 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 you. All right, that should be gone because they moved. +1, +2, +4 on the 4 table. Machine guns, 4 + 4. 10 is nothing, and then main gun to get acquired. Broke my gun. Shit. I guess it's bound to happen. So much shit going down range, it's hard to keep track of everything. You guys are all not going to fire. Nobody else is going to fire. That's it for advancing fire. Oh, we got flame spread. You guys don't worry because there's no terrain around you. You, to burn, you need to be a 7. You need to be a 9. You need to be a 9. And you can spread on a 6 and a 6. 1, 2. You need to be a 8. Not attached. Base 6, not attached, is an 8, 9 to burn there. L5. L8 needs an 11, and N7 the same. Same with R7. And that is it for spreading blaze. Into the route phase. What's broken and has to move. Everything on the German side is covered with exception of you. But you're not in open ground because you have this terrain around you. So I think you're good. You have to move because you're in range of that stuff over there. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I never moved you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Russians, do you want to move? All right, let's get rid of some counters here. So prep's gone. Residual's gone. Defensive fire's gone. I think you're going to stay because you could run away. You are protected by the smoke now. This would be your target, however. And that would be moving closer, so you can ignore that. You could run all the way back to here. You could run all the way back to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as you stay here. So out of the trench for 1. No, you can't because you'd be interdicted moving out of the trench. Never mind. So you're going to stay there. Probably die there. Everybody else is going to be good to go. So that's it for the route phase. Let's go advance phase. Do I have any advances? Do I want to move on to the bunker? Or do I take my chances and just blast them with the tank first? All right, you guys are going to move under here. into the trail break. Start some flamethrower action. You're going to join this guy under here. Right, we have wire there. We have troops under the... No, you're still on top of the wire. All right, we said you're going to come back here. Try and pick up that flamethrower. You're going to go onto the wire. You're going to go onto the wire. You guys are going to go under the other half track. You guys are going to jump onto the wire. You're going to jump onto the wire. You're going to advance up. All right, so that's going to be it for move. No close combat, and we're finally into the Russian turn 4. So, progress. I'm very close to the defensive fortifications. Another round of blasting, and I should be able to enter this in my German turn 5. I do have to worry about Russian reinforcements coming on, but they're coming all the way on back here, so it's going to be a while before they get into effect. However, these guys are immediate threat, and I'm probably going to have these Russians start filtering in, especially now that they're covered by the smoke, to help buttress this defensive fortification. A lot of shit is going on here. Very dense. I can't imagine this on a table, what it would look like. You would have 10 pages of notes, keep track of all the acquisitions, and yeah, it would just be a pain in the ass. So I can't imagine this game being played anything else but VASSAL. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.